On December 19, 2025, the U.S. Department of Justice began releasing a massive set of documents related to the long-running investigation into convicted sex trafficker Jeffrey Epstein, nearly 2 decades after the probe first began. The move follows intense public pressure and new legislation mandating transparency in the case. Jeffrey Epstein, a wealthy financier, faced allegations of sexually abusing underage girls. The investigation began in March 2005, after a 14-year-old girl's family reported abuse at his Palm Beach mansion. Despite early charges, Epstein received a highly controversial plea deal in 2008, serving just 13 months in jail, a decision that drew widespread criticism. Interest in the case surged in 2018, when the Miami Herald exposed Epstein's alleged exploitation of dozens of underage girls. Epstein was arrested in July 2019 on federal sex trafficking charges, but was found dead in his Manhattan jail cell the following month. Authorities ruled it a suicide. His longtime associate, Ghislaine Maxwell, was arrested in 2020 and convicted of sex trafficking in 2021, receiving a 20-year prison sentence. Public demand for government files grew over years, as journalists, advocates, and lawmakers pushed for full disclosure of investigative documents, including internal DOJ and FBI records. In 2025, efforts to compel the government to open its files accelerated. Early in the year, the DOJ issued declassified binders to conservative commentators, but these contained little new information and failed to satisfy calls for transparency. US President Donald Trump, whose name appeared in some allegations and Epstein-related documents, played a complex role. During his 2024 campaign and early 2025 presidency, Trump sometimes supported releasing Epstein files, but also resisted immediate disclosure. In May 2025, Trump was informed his name appeared in unreleased materials, a claim he denied. In July, the DOJ issued a memo stating no broader release of Epstein files would occur, sparking bipartisan criticism and calls for legislative action. In November 2025, Congress passed the Epstein Files Transparency Act with overwhelming bipartisan support. The law required the DOJ to release all unclassified records related to Epstein and Maxwell in a searchable online format within 30 days. Despite initial resistance, President Trump signed the bill into law on November 19, 2025, describing the move as necessary to satisfy public interest, while continuing to deny any personal wrongdoing or inappropriate ties to Epstein. On December 19, 2025, the DOJ released the first tranche of files, including photos, investigation records, and court materials, though heavily redacted. Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche said additional files would be released in the coming weeks, citing volume and sensitivity, and the need to protect victim privacy. Critics from both parties condemned the partial release, pointing to removed files, including images involving Trump, and thousands of heavily redacted pages. Lawmakers are exploring legal measures to enforce full compliance. As hundreds of thousands of pages continue to roll out, investigators, journalists, and advocacy groups are combing through the material for new revelations. Many hope the files will finally shed light on Epstein's network, the handling of his cases by authorities, and whether the justice system acted appropriately, answering questions that have persisted for nearly 2 decades in one of America's most notorious criminal investigations.
For more such videos, subscribe to the Newsx YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.